Hello there. I'm Jessica Kylie Nichols Vernon, and okay, I'm getting a high encoding error. Well, never mind. I've tried recording a video with gameplay footage, but for whatever reason, that just wasn't. That just isn't working. Uh, so I'm just going to tell you straight up. I was a fan of Disney's little game, Disney Infinity. I got the PC version because I don't have a console. In fact, here's the only console I've got. Outside of my PC, which doesn't seem to want to record video very well. Like I said, my PC broke, so I've got a laptop, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't like OBS. This is the only system I own other than my PC. My Majora's Mask 3DS. Hyrule Warriors, motherfucker. Yep, got a team of 4 Links. Link, Toon Link, Young Link, Linkle. Now, like I said, I was a big fan of Disney Infinity. So when Nick and Judy were coming to Disney Infinity, along with various Marvel characters such as Black Panther, Ant-Man, Vision, all them, I was happy, and I set aside money to buy the characters. Then, out of nowhere, Disney pulls support for the PC version. They don't tell anyone they're pulling support, so the only way I know that support's been pulled is because I go to the PC store, and they're not there. I go to Steam, they're not there. I emailed support, and they say, oh, just give it a bit. Still nothing. Later they say, well, Marvel Battlegrounds has a lot of multiplayer content, and we can't really do the multiplayer content oriented thing on something that's only single player, ignoring that Marvel Battlegrounds has single player content. It's built to be a primarily multiplayer experience, but it does have support for single player modes. Ignoring that, Judy, Blue, Nick, they're not Marvel related, so why didn't they get released? Boba Fett still hasn't been released. Symbiote Spider-Man still hasn't been released. Even though you've had the figures of these around forever. Eventually Disney says, oh, well, we're working on something because people are buying codes off of eBay for the figures, and that's a lie because they said, oh, we'll work something out. They haven't, and they just keep saying not available at this time, which is jargon for not available ever, but we don't want to say not available ever because we don't want to get people mad at us. If you look in the back of Nick and Judy's figures, I don't have the figures, so I can't show you what it says, but they're available in any store. It still says that you can claim them on the PC version. It doesn't say anything about them not being compatible with the PC version. So if you buy these and enter the code in, you're still not going to get Nick and Judy. It'll accept the code, it'll tell you you've got Nick and Judy, but you won't be able to play as them in the PC version. But if you've got the mobile phone client, you'll be able to play as them on the shitty mobile version that doesn't fucking work at all. And I just want... this is the second time something like this has happened. Warner Brothers Games, WB Games, pulled all support for Mortal Kombat X and the second Combat Pack, along with the release of Mortal Kombat XL from the Steam version, and said, you guys aren't getting it. You guys are never getting this. Why? I don't know. It sold well on the PC version. So all I can figure is that they're butthurt that critics didn't like them phoning in. Critics didn't like how they phoned in Arkham Knight, and it doesn't work worth shit. So I guess Disney just followed suit. Plus, it turned out only one guy was hired to work on the PC version of Disney Infinity. So no wonder we never got that multiplayer patch. Only one guy was working on it? To make matters worse, this is more proof that Disney has absolutely no idea what they're doing when it comes to supporting PC games. They can't even master something as simple as support PC games. They can't do that much. Why? They released a bunch of other games like Epic Mickey 2 and Tron 2.0 and Tron Revolution? Yeah, Tron Revolution onto Steam. Didn't offer any support, didn't offer any patches. Tron 2.0 requires tons of fan-made patches to get it to work, and it sucks monkey fuck. So even when I did get it to work, the game wasn't any good. I don't believe in refunding Steam games, so I didn't ask for a refund. Epic Mickey 2, I don't own, but from what I've been able to talk to from people who bought that game, no one could get that to work. There's been no patches, Disney hasn't addressed it. As for Tron Revolution, that game came out onto the Steam platform when Disney dumped a bunch of their games like Princess and the Frog and all that onto Steam. And as a result, it still is the games for Windows Live version. They didn't do any effort, they just ported the games from Windows Live version over to Steam. And it still requires games from Windows Live, even though when they did this dumping, every single game that they could think of to do, games from Windows Live already shut down. They put something down that required a service that had already shut down, and they've still not done anything about it. I checked it a couple of days ago. It still requires games from Windows Live. Disney, I want to support you. You were a big part of my childhood. You're a big part of my adulthood. I would love to support you, but please, you've got to actually put effort into this. And no, I'm not going to just buy the console version of Disney Infinity. I don't have a console. I don't have any of the figures. The fucking amiibos are expensive enough. I mean, look at this shit. Just to get that, I had to buy this piece of shit, which isn't even very good. It's just a shoddy port of some games I already had on Virtual Console. It was the only way I could get a gold Mega Man. The only way I could get a Mega Man because I couldn't find a blue Mega Man, so I had to get the gold Mega Man just to have a Mega Man. So, no, I'm not really interested in getting the figure. Plus, I'd have to buy every single character I had all over again, and in addition to a console to play it on. Because that's the only other console I have. That NES. I would have to track down all the rare ones too, like Lone Ranger and the Crystal variants. I'd have to spend like $500 and probably wouldn't even get all the characters back. So no, I'm not going to switch to the console version. It's not worth it. All I can ask is that you share videos like this one, and if you go look at the comment section below, there is a link to my blog where I've already written about this issue and put my thoughts together more clearly and concisely, because I'm a better writer than I am a speaker. This just can't fly. We as gamers need to stand up for ourselves and demand actual effort be put into the PC ports. I still hold out hope that Nick and Judy will come to the PC. Not much, but some. Until Disney updates the PC version, I'm never playing the game again. Because I was promised a product, and I didn't get that product. I don't want something for nothing. I just want to be able to buy the product and play the game. I tried recording a version of this that had me say this over some gameplay footage of Dyad, but the Dyad footage, I either couldn't get it to record, or the video would be corrupted. OBS really doesn't like this laptop. I'm trying to build a new computer. Well, I'll see ya. See ya! Before anyone asks, yes, I do have a Wii U code for characters in Hyrule Warriors Legends. No, you can't use it because I've already given it to a relative. Hopefully this recorded and it didn't, and there's no glitch, anything like maybe it recorded and there was no sound. Oh god, if that happened, I would shit. A lot. Out my ass. Oh, and maybe I'll record a video where I dance around and show my butt. Maybe. I don't know.